Rendering lighting in real time takes a lot of computing power, so many games use pre-baked light maps and reflection probes instead. Reflection probes create nice detailed reflections of the environment, but usually don't give the same bright, sharp specular highlights that real-time lights give you. This limitation is actually trivial to overcome, and I'll teach you how. The issue is that reflection probes don't see lights, they only see meshes. If you have a model of a light bulb, that can improve things as it will appear in reflections as a brighter spot. To match the actual energy output of the light though, the bulb material will need to be ridiculously bright, which is usually undesirable for normal rendering. Specular probes is a technique I created to automate adding proper specular highlights to reflection probes. It's very simple. As each reflection probe is being rendered, create a small mesh at each nearby point light with a very bright material. The size and brightness can be tuned by an artist, but by default is proportional to the light brightness. These end up being rendered into the probe as a small group of very bright pixels. When the probe is convoluted for rougher reflections, this perfectly approximates a real specular highlight. Once the probes are done rendering, the temporary meshes are destroyed. This means you get any number of baked specular highlights at zero extra runtime cost. There are some limitations to specular probes, and they are the same limitations as reflection probes. The lights cannot be moved or toggled on and off at runtime. The specular reflections will not perfectly line up with the direction of the light, although parallax-corrected cube maps can improve this a lot. Overall, specular probes give a convincing illusion of real-time specular highlights, and are a no-brainer if you're using baked lighting with any reflective or PBR materials. Everybody loves shiny objects. I forgot to mention this in the last episode, but the source code for each of these tricks is available in the description. The specular probes code has been public for a while and is a production-ready Unity package that works for both the built-in render pipeline and the universal render pipeline.